Okay, guys, just to inform you that we've got a live stream to YouTube now for an overflow room so that we get plenty of members, giving them the opportunity to see this training program. Okay, anybody else waiting to enter? No. Right, we've got Sergeant Deborah in the room now. I've just made you co-host, Sergeant Deborah. I think Sergeant Deborah's disappeared on us again, I think. There we are. Okay, Sergeant Deborah, you should be co-host now. Are you there?
Yes, I am here.
Awesome. Did you have problems getting in the room? Okay, just letting other people in. Okay, we'll just give a couple of minutes for a few more people to come in because people are in the waiting room and still coming on board, guys. So let's just give it 2 more minutes and then we'll start this meeting off, okay?
To connect, but I am here.
Okay, you got a good enough connection there, Deborah? I missed half that there.
Yes, I think I might have some troubles with interruptive connectivity, but I am on.
Okay, hopefully Sarah will keep an eye and make sure that if you lose your connection, she'll let you back in the room, no problem.
All right.
Okay, we've got Sergeant Meng joining the room now as well, which is perfect. That's the people that we were waiting to come in. Let's make Sergeant Meng co-host as well. Okay, good evening, Sergeant Meng. You're on board now. You should be co-host, sir.
Yes. Good evening, man. I'm still
Awesome.
still driving around, so I'm not gonna be able to assist with like adding people in and the back office stuff.
Okay, no problem, Meng. No problem. Okay, I'm going to pass it over to Private Buddykins now to continue allowing people in while we start this meeting. Otherwise, we're going to be going on forevermore. Okay, you okay with that? All right. Okay, good evening, everyone, and welcome to our the Bureau Forefront's first ever training session for Daoversal for this year. And what an exciting session we've got for you. I've got a couple of notes that I want to go through with you to begin with before we start our training session with you. So let me just get that sorted out. We've got a lot of people coming in the room, so just bear with us, guys. We're just trying to get everybody in. We don't want people to miss out of this training session, okay? So just bear with us. Okay, what have we got then? So yes, this is the first training session of this year that we've come up with. There's been a few things going on behind the scenes over the Christmas period where the Bureau of Forefront have identified the need for a much wider approach to our training sessions, which is fantastic news for you guys, okay? So moving into 2024, we're beginning this year with a renewed focus on how we're going to be able to deliver training sessions to you. And we've got a fantastic task force that we're going to join forces with. Let me try and get this. The easiest way possible is to say we're joining forces with some of the best team leaders, some of the best trainers around the world. And what that's going to give you guys is the perfect opportunity to fine tune the precise bits that you want to learn. Okay, so what we're going to be doing on the Sunday evening sessions from here on in is to provide all members a basic overview of every part of the Daoversal platform, of what we are involved in and what can benefit you, starting all the way back from the beginning where we're just onboarding members, those that are coming from Hyperverse, Hypernation, and looking at recovering their pending rewards, right up to the other end of the scale where members want to see results. And quite rightly so. They want to see how, not just how good this platform is, but how powerful this platform is and can be in the future. Okay. Now, as you guys know, that is a huge task to take on. And it's as simple as this, guys. One person or one small group like the Bureau of Forefront simply can't cover everything. So we've come up with this perfect opportunity with the great leaders around the world and the team leaders and the trainers. And what we're putting together is a weekly schedule, okay, where we can pinpoint separate training sessions. So what does that mean for you guys? Say, for instance, you want training on specific areas like land plots, for instance. There will be a training session just for that. Okay, so like I say, what we're looking at on a Sunday evening is an overview of all those aspects, but we will help you out by directing you in the right place at the right time for those individual training courses and sessions. Okay, all right, so moving on, let me just check my notes, make sure I've covered everything before I start this evening's training. Yep. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Okay, so before we move on to we're going to start off with the very first part of this evening with the TFA presentation. So may I ask that all members keep any questions until the end of the presentation, please? The reason being is it's much easier to get a good answer if we can all focus at the same time. We've got some fantastic leaders here. We've got some great members of the Bureau of Forefront that can answer those questions as a team, okay? And we all learn together. We do believe in learning together. So if we leave those questions till the end where everybody can focus on that, we all benefit, okay? Right, if we're ready for this then, what I'm going to do is go ahead and share my screen. So if you just bear with me. Okay, I need my assistant to tell me that we're looking at the TFA Financial Assistant PDF. Okay, all right. Can we make sure that all members are muted so that we can get on with this presentation? Okay, guys, so what have we got here? The Targeted Financial Assistance Package. Okay, so what is this? This is the opportunity that Daoversal and Satoshi AI have come together, and they're offering an assistance pack program for members that want to recover their pending rewards from Hyperverse and Hypernation. Okay, So the new assistance pack that they've got on offer for members, because some members are aware of what's been happening here. They've heard of the TFA program, but some members couldn't quite afford the 5,000 package. So what we've got here at the beginning of the presentation is a recent addition. Like you can see, it started on the 14th of December, and it's the new assistance pack, the AP2K. So let's go on and let's take a look and see exactly what this means for members. So the Targeted Financial Assistance, or the TFA program. There's two separate sections to this. We have a TFA and a TFA Plus. Now the TFA is accessible to all users in Daoversal, and it has a release rate of 0.15% daily. Now I will go through that in the chart in a second. There's also what is known as the TFA Plus. Now the TFA Plus is accessible to TFA Plus registrants by Satoshi AI delegates only. Now this was people back in Satoshi AI that put some money onto the platform before Daoversal were on board, and they were members that purchased the Quantum, Nexus, Apex packages. Now they get a daily release rate of 0.2. Okay, so moving on, what does that actually mean? So whether you was a member of Hyperverse or Hypernation, our pending rewards were automatically transferred to a website called Hyper Community. Okay, now if you are one of those members that are only just coming onto this platform and saying, right, this is where I need help, I would recommend at this point that you contact either your upline or your team leader, or contact us in the group to advise you on the best possible way forward at this point. The rest of this presentation is relevant to you, but this part of it regarding the hyper community can be specific to each member, so you're best talking to your team leader. Okay, so your assets will be transferred to Hyper Community. What happens then? Your pending rewards from your Hyper Community accounts can be transferred to your Daoversal account as DC credits on a one-to-one basis. Okay, so one HU, for instance, out of Hyperverse is equivalent to one DC credit in Daoversal. In the right-hand column, you can see here. Now, what I've done with this presentation, this has slightly been altered because it was slightly misleading, because the original document here was referring to DU credits, and it wasn't actually quite true, because you use DC credits to subscribe to assistance packs. Now, I do my presenting in a slightly different way to other people, and I'm going to show you guys what I mean exactly by that. So just take note, use DC credits to subscribe to assistance packs. So your pending rewards are in DC credits. So in your back office, once you've created your Daoversal account, in your deposit account, your DC credits are there. And that's what you'll be purchasing your TFA packs with, not DU credits like the original document stated. Okay, so I thought I'd just mention that, guys. It's DC credits you purchase it with, not DU. Okay, so you've got your separate AP2K packs, your 2,000, 5,000 and so forth. But we're going to concentrate on the lowest pack, the AP2K today, because a lot of members haven't got that much. They want to work with the 2,000 pack. So working on the AP2K, what exactly does that mean? So the pack value is 2,000, okay? The total rewards that you will receive if you was to purchase that pack is actually 3,000. Now let's put that into easy terms, easy context, so people understand. Go back to your Daoversal account. So if you've transferred, say for instance, 2,000 HU from your Hyper Community account across to Daoversal, you would have 2,000 DC in your deposit account. Okay, which means that you would have enough to purchase that AP2K TFA pack, okay? But the return that you would get would be 1.5x. You would actually receive 3,000 back, okay? The subscribe count is 1, which means all members can only subscribe to the AP2K once only, okay? The daily release rate goes like this. During the charging period, the TFA Standard, which is what most people will have, is 0.15% daily. The TFA Plus for those Satoshi delegates will be 0.2%. After the charging period, both TFA and TFA Plus will get a daily release rate of 0.6%. Very fruitful indeed. Okay, your market rewards multiplier. That's a 2x basis. So what does that mean? That means that any of your downline activity, if they're bronze or above and you have a bronze planet and you're creating RC rewards, you will be entitled to a 2x market rewards multiplier. Okay, so a couple of notes before we move on. Note number 1, the daily subscription limit for AP2K and AP5K, so that's for the 5K package, is 1,000 units on a first come, first served basis, subject to change in response to market demand. Now, what that means is on a daily basis, 1,000 units are allocated to the system. If you are the first one in, you'll get one. If you're late to the shop, so to speak, and they've all gone, you'll have to wait till tomorrow. I do believe there's plenty on offer though, and I don't think anybody's missing out now. Note number 2, all TFA users will initially start with one or the other of these packs, the AP2K or AP5K. Now, this is completely your choice depending on your specific circumstances. So if you have, say, 7,000 in pending rewards, you've got a choice. You could actually choose one or the other first. If you was a bit cautious and you thought, well, okay, I'll try the 2K first, you'd still have enough for the 5K. But don't forget, you've got that 1.5x return on both of those packages. So you could start with the 2K, and if you were successful and you released all that 3,000, or you could get to the 2,000 and then start the 5K. Okay, so I'll talk about that later in the presentation. So the charging timeline goes like this. Every assistance pack provides a 1.5x return. Like I said, a 2K pack gives you 3,000 back. Number 2, the charging period refers to the duration during which the release amount has not reached 100% of the pack value. Now, the easiest way to show you guys is to show you my back office, okay? So let's go in to find my TFA. So to find your TFA page, you need to go to your assets and then click on the subcategory of TFA. Now, just going over this page, guys, here's the opportunities that we've all got. You've got the AP2K and 5K. These are the 2 packages that you have a choice to purchase to start your TFA journey. Okay, now if you scroll down, you'll see that I've purchased the AP5K to start my journey. So what does it mean by the charging period? Let me show you in real terms what that means. So if you click on details, up here, you can quite clearly see that the top window here is the pack value of 5,000. That's the charging period from 0% to 100%. And in this account, you can see that I have charged my pack. My charge progress is 34%. So the charging period is 34% of the 100% pack value. Okay, so hopefully you've got that. You can understand that the charging period is the 100% pack value of 5K, 5,000. Okay, moving back to the PDF. During the charging period, the daily release rate is capped at 0.2% for TFA Plus and 0.15% for TFA Standard. After this period, the daily release rate increases to 0.6% for both. So what that means in real terms, guys, let me just show you that this one, the release rate is 0.15%. You'll see it there near my arrow. Okay, so that's my daily release rate. Click on details again. So once my release rate gets fully charged right up to 100%, that will be known as fully charged. Okay, once that's fully charged, my daily release rate will go up to 0.6%, and that's what that means by that one there. Where are we? There. Note number 3 increases to 0.6, and that applies to both the TFA Standard and the TFA Plus. Okay. Note number 4, assistance pack daily rewards. So that's our daily rewards, 7.5 daily or 10 for the TFA Plus members. Your land tax, planet referral rewards, market rewards, and 10% of the land staking daily rewards. All those opportunities can go towards shortening that charging period. Okay, so that green bar, that 100%, you can shorten that. You can speed that up by doing any one of those opportunities. And that's what these training sessions are about, guys, to teach you how you can speed up your charging packs. Okay. Note number 5, users are required to collect all the DU points on the assets page under My Rewards or on the land page and charge the assistance pack within 24 hours after collection. Otherwise, you may lose the points needed to charge the assistance pack. Now, guys, I've spent my Christmas helping people who have misunderstood this terribly. Now, what this means, guys, is every day when you open up your Daoversal account, it's a must that you go to your assets at the top and My Rewards. And you must collect your rewards, which is under here, it's your DU points, your in DP. That's the figure there that helps you to charge your TFA packs, because what members have been doing, they've been doing the correct thing. They've been purchasing their TFA packs, but then just waiting for it to charge. But the charge button won't light up unless you've collected your DU points or your DP points. So every day, guys, you've got to have a look in there. My Rewards, collect now, and then go across to your TFA tab, and this charge now button will be green, at which point you can then proceed to charge up your TFA pack. Okay, if it doesn't show up green there, you've also got the opportunity to do it there. Just click it there, up pops your window. Now my account balance is 0 because I've already charged my pack today, but that's the other way of doing it. Okay, so please make sure that you collect your daily rewards first, because in there is everything, all your activity added up to create those DU points for collection. Okay, all those, your assistance pack, daily rewards, your land tax and so forth, are there ready and waiting for you to just collect. Okay. Number 6, users can withdraw rewards once the assistance pack reaches 30% of the pack value. So for example, your AP2K at 2,000 pack value can start the withdrawal process at only 600. Okay, now I've got an AP 5K, so let me show you how that works on the 5K pack. So you go down to My TFA package and click on details. Now this one has got to the 34.18% charged. But if you look closely, guys, you've got a red line there, and that indicates the 30% charge of that 100% milestone. Once I reached that milestone of 30%, it activates this withdrawal progress window at the bottom. Okay, so every day when it releases the amount of withdrawal, it goes into that bottom window there, and that's available to withdraw. I've just chosen to leave it in there to build up, because once you withdraw, don't forget it costs you gas fees to take it off the platform. So we might as well leave it to build up. Okay, so as you can see there, guys, I've got 23.95 DU ready and waiting to take off the platform. And once that gets to 100%, that'll be the full 7,500 paid back. Okay. Once you start taking any out of there, in order to remove it from the platform, it will turn blue to indicate how much you've already taken off, and the remaining amount will remain green that's available to take off. Okay, so let's go back to this chart. Okay, so here's a visual representation of your AP2K subscription pack. Okay, so 100% of the charging rate is up to 2,000. Okay, and in that time, up to 2,000, your daily release rate will be 0.15% as a TFA Standard member at 3DP daily. Now, don't forget, guys, 3DP is equivalent to 3DU, which is equivalent to 3DU or 3 USDT daily. Okay, and that builds up in your charging pot, if you like, until you reach that withdrawal point of 30%. Okay, after you reach that 100% milestone, it then adds on that other 1,000, sorry, and then you get that 0.6% release rate, which is a whopping 12 DP daily. So that's equivalent to 12 DU or 12 USDT daily until you reach that 3,000 full release of 3,000. Okay. Don't forget, guys, once you reach the 100% mark, should you have any more pending rewards left and you want to choose one of the other packages, say, for instance, the AP5K, if you've already taken the 2K, you can then start the AP5K package. Okay. The disclaimer at the bottom of this page says the above is an illustration of representation of TFA plus TFA Standard, but the rules are the same. It's just the figures that are different. Okay. So the TFA outline goes like this. 30% of the AP2K is 600. So your release milestone, your withdrawal milestone will be at the 600 mark. So you need to reach 600, not 2,000, just 600. Once you reach 600, you will be able to see some of those rewards released on a daily basis. So how does that work? If we roll down a little bit, we'll be able to show you how that works. So while it's in the charging period, you get a daily release rate of 0.15%. So that's from 0 to 100%. Everything is calculated at 0.15%. Okay. So your charged amount is 2,000 times 0.15%. So that's 3 DP daily. Okay. Your withdrawal begins at 30% of the charged amount, which is 600. We've already worked that bit out. So let's calculate, what do we get at day one after you've reached that 30% milestone? So here's what will be available to withdraw. On day one, this is how it's calculated. 600, because that's what you've reached in that daily withdrawal, daily charge rate, sorry, multiplied by the 0.15% because you're a TFA Standard member, is equivalent to 0.9 DU. So that would be equivalent to 90 cents, if you like, or 0.9 DU, as it says. But don't forget, this increases every day because you've got that added 3 DP or 3DU that continues right up to the 100% charge rate. So on day 2, the maths goes like this: 603 times 0.15% equals 0.9045. So it builds up that extra little bit. So day 3 would be 606 times 0.15%. So it's quite easy to work that out, okay? But you can quite clearly see from 30% all the way up to 100%, it will increase every day. So you can build that up. So going back to my real-time example, you can see clearly now that from the 30% withdrawal milestone, just that little bit there, guys, that 4.18% has gained me, 23.95 DU. Okay, and that will keep going up, slowly increasing by the day until it reaches 100%. Now, don't forget, guys, I could withdraw any amount of this green bar and that value now or tomorrow, whenever I choose to. But don't forget, once this green bar here reaches 100%, yeah, my daily goes up to 0.6%, which will give me on the 5K package, that will give me 30 DU per day. That's equivalent to $30 a day, which will be very significant. And you'll get that until the whole of that 7,500 DU is paid back. Okay, so that's fantastic. So just to recap up here, after the charging period, that's the 100%, when the charging period is over, all members, TFA Plus and TFA Standard, will be receiving a 0.6% release rate, okay? The charge amount, now this is on the 2K package, the 5K package get 30 a day. The 2K package at that 100% charge rate will be 12 a day, okay? So they'll get 12 a day, every day, until the whole of that 3,000, don't forget it's the full amount, 3,000 is paid out, okay? Withdrawal begins at 100%. The daily release rate becomes 0.6%, okay? So you're available to withdraw on this one would be 2,000 multiplied by 0.612 DU. And you can see quite clearly that day 2 would be exactly the same because the daily release is 0.6, okay, every day, okay? So the disclaimer again, the above is an illustrative representation of TFA Plus. The underlying principles apply equally to TFA Standard. So don't forget, guys, there's TFA Plus, there's TFA Standard. Your figures will be different for the 2K, the 5K, and so forth. So just to recap, that's the end of the presentation. So just to recap on the larger packs, any member can start with the 2K or the 5K package, depending on their personal circumstances. Now, if you choose to take the 2K first and you still have the ability to purchase the 5K, that's quite acceptable because each one has a 1 subscribe count. So every member can subscribe to at least one of these packs. Doesn't matter which order they do, but they've got to be one of the two or 5. They can't jump in straight away and go for the 50 or the 500, which clearly here you can see members can have 3 of these AP 50Ks, but not all at one go. You get one at a time. Once that first 50K pack reaches 100%, you would be able to purchase the second 50K pack if your pending rewards are able to do that. And on those, you get a 1.8x market rewards multiplier, not the 2x like the AP2K and the AP5K. Okay, guys, I hope that's helped you understand a little bit more about the TFA program and what Daoversal are offering. What I would like to do now is come back into the studio, and I would like to bring on our regional advocate, our very own Sergeant Meng, because what Sergeant Meng is going to do now, he's going to go through and he's going to speak to you guys about land plot sales and daily release rates. So, Sergeant Meng, are you with us, sir?
I am. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Welcome to this evening's training session. Hope you're keeping well. Are you ready for me to share my screen and show the members the game plan?
Yes, if you can. So while you're doing that, so basically, before I dive into buying land at Daoversal, just want to point out a couple of important things to understand. Cryptocurrencies are a new and evolving technology. Just like any investment, there's a level of risk involved. It's always crucial to do your research and understand the cryptocurrency you're interested in and consider seeking advice from a financial advisor if you're unsure. Additionally, never invest more than you can afford to lose. The cryptocurrency market can be extremely unpredictable, and it's important to only invest what you're comfortable with. Lastly, keep in mind that while some people have made significant profits from cryptocurrencies, others have experienced losses. It's essential to approach this market with caution and a level head. All right, so
Okay, sir.
today
Can you see the screen okay, Meng?
Yes, I can.
Awesome.
All right, so today let's discuss buying land and how it can boost your TFA. So imagine land as like your entry ticket into Daoversal. Starting with stone land, you can buy a plot for as little as 10 DU, and each day, you'll earn a generous 0.60 DU. So that makes it a solid investment. And that's going to be, and it's an infinite reward. Now let's talk about bronze and beyond. To me, this is the real game changer. Bronze land and above not only bring you generative and market rewards, but it also triple your earnings. The staking ranges are for bronze 101 through 300 DU, iron 301 through 500 DU, industrial 501 through 1500 DU, and electric 1501 through 3000 DU. Go ahead and flip it to the next one. So these lands have a unique release rate, starting at 1.5% for the initial 10 days, followed by 1.2% for the next 20 days, 0.8% for the subsequent 30 days, and 0.4% thereafter. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to have Kevin pull open my actual calculator, so to kind of give everybody an overview of, this calculator. When I'm doing presentations and stuff like that, I usually just write everything down, calculate it, with my members right there. So I got tired of doing that. So I created a calculator to calculate everything for me and to show, how much you'll receive and everything. So if you can go ahead and, where it says enter amount staked, change it to what my team and I are doing, which is going to be 3,600, so it's, and the reason why I say 3,600, that's 12 bronze land. And that will be equivalent, so that would be 3,600. The total reward that you'll get from this will be 10,800 once it pays out fully. As you can see, the first 10 days it's released at 1.5%. Your daily reward for this would be 54 RC. And within that 10-day period, you'll get 540 RC total. The next 20 days, which is going to be 11 through 30 days, it's released at 1.2%. Daily reward is going to be 43.2 RC with a total of 864. And then going from 31 to 60 days, the release rate drops down to 0.8%. with a daily reward of 28.8 and total for 864 for that period. And onwards would be 0.4% with a daily reward of 14.4 RC until the 8,532 RC gets paid out. So from day 1 through day 60, you'll get a total of, with this amount will be a total of 2,268 RC. And then going from 61 through 153 days, it'll pay you out at 1,332. So it'll take you about 150, I would say 153 days for you to get your initial investment back. So roughly about 5 months and about 5 months and about 3 days, you'll get your initial investment back. So the 3,600, if you scroll down a little further, will help with the charging of your TFA. So this will break it down even further. So the first 10 days you'll get a daily amount of 12.9 that goes towards the charging of TFA, and then for that period it'll be 129. And this is also included with the 7.5 that you're getting for your TFA. So we can change it to, I have that drop down box where you can change it to, if you have TFA plus, it can calculate it at TFA plus as well. But I think I have that locked right now, Kevin. So
yeah, it is right. Yeah.
Yeah. The 11 to 30 days, you'll see it at 11.82 with a total of 236.4. 31 through 60 be 10.38 with a total of 311.4, and then onwards is 8.94 at with a total amount of 5,296.95. If you go to the next tab, and this will be generative awards. So this is going to be based upon that 3,600. So everything changes as we change the amount. So this is what I do is I let my members know this is how much you'll get for generative rewards if someone below you stakes this amount. So, going from tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 through 6, and then tier 7 through 15. So you can see that within that first 10 days, if someone staked one of your first tier, if they stake 3,600, you'll get 10.8 as a generative reward. 8.64 for the next 20 days. And then the next 30 days with 5.76 and onwards would be 2.88. And you can see, going from tier 2, it's now 15% of that, 10% at tier 3, 4 through 6 tiers, it would be 5%, and then 7 through 15 will be at 2%. And then go ahead and go to the next tab. And this is going to be the TFA market rewards. So this is probably one of the most important things for us to realize that, the market rewards, it helps boost it at a multiplier. So, with your generative rewards, they get multiplied, based upon the pack that you have. So the 2K, the AP 2K and the AP 5K gets a 2x multiplier. The AP 50K gets a 1.8x. The AP 500K gets a 1.6x. There is a drop down box here, but I got that locked, this page locked, so that way people can't just log in and then change that. But so this is set at the 2,000 or the 2. So this will be in reference to the 2K and the 5K pack. So you can, as you can see, at that $3,600 mark, if your downloads had staked at 3,600, your tier 1, you will get 21.6. That will go towards the charging, the boosting of your the charging of your TFA, and that would be for the first 10 days. The next 20 days would be 17.28. Next 30 days will be 11.52. and then onwards be 5.76. And then, as well as, you're going down from your tier 2 to tier 3, tier 4 to 6, it's all based upon the percentages. So hopefully that helps you guys understand the importance of building a community and helping your downlines in your community understand the importance of buying land. Thank you.
Exactly. Thank you, Sergeant Meng. That was really informative. It can seem quite confusing, guys, but don't forget, these are the sort of things that members of the Bureau and Sergeant Meng's done a fantastic job in putting that chart together. I've got to admit, this is the first day that I've seen it as well. And the way he's laid that out is perfect because it helps everybody understand that little bit better on how this all works. And it gives you a visual representation of how your team building and your downline helps your TFA building up. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to ask another of our Bureau Forefront members, our very own Coach Leon. Could you join us, Coach, to talk about, let's see what we're going to do. We need to cover the rank requirements and market rewards and how this has helped you be successful. So I can share my the game plan if you want, Coach. Are you there? Can you unmute? You should be able to unmute.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's okay. I'm gonna go basically on the psychological part of it. Make sure you give enough details there for everybody to see what's what and explain what's going on. But what I'm talk about is the psychological between individuals, because to build a team, we need to function from the part of how we could communicate with each other. Am I coming too clear, Kevin? Am I clear? There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, mate. I was just looking for the spotlight to get you on screen.
Okay, so that's appreciated. Yeah, it's the mindset between each of us. Each of us are individuals, and we all have to be able to function individually to accomplish the team, to build a team. And in this situation, we rub each other different because each individual sees life from a different point of view. They have a different picture in their head, and they're going to react based on the picture in their head, and they're going to feel it's going to flow from the same picture. So each of us is individual because of that. So the strategy is how do we function in an environment that we all individually and all seeing the world from a different point of view, a different perspective we seeing the world from. How do we function in that? And the best way I like to use it is how to function in the environment is if you're on top of a hill, and on the top of it is a boulder coming at you. How would you function? Would you be mad with the boulder, or would you move out of the way? You see, thing in our objects, we will move out of the way. We're not looking at this. Oh, it's not maliciously attacking us. It's not doing this to us because of who we are and so forth. It's just an art and it's coming at us, so we can just step out of the way. But when it comes to people, we assume that the person is coming and attacking at us. That they come in, whatever they say or what they do is malicious, and they're trying to hurt us, and they're trying to do this to us. So instead of getting out of the way, we will stand right in the way and fight back at what the person is saying or doing and what's what. But in reality, the person only sees you from a perspective, and it's their perspective, not to do with you. It's just their perspective and looking at you. So this is one of the emotional state, to balance your emotion between you and other people, that a lot of times create conflict and rub each other the wrong way, because we don't look at as a boulder coming at you, just stepping out of the way, and then maybe build something later. We look at this as the person is maliciously attacking me. Either my faith, my belief, my level of finances, all kind of different concepts we could use to believe that's being attacked. But in reality, the person is only going after their own desire, like each of us are doing on a daily basis. We're striving and going after our own desire. We're not really focusing on anybody else. Because if you think about things in your own head, most of the time you're worrying about your problems. You don't have time to focus and worry about other people's problems. You see what I'm saying? And we do assume that that's what's going on. So for what all that Ming shared with us just now, which was awesome, Ming, I definitely need a copy of that, buddy. That would help me big time on this side. Okay? And the thing is that How do we have to use that? These numbers need to be in a position where we each of us have our own emotional state about money, like Min mentioned. So you have to do it based on your emotional state. Your emotional state can allow you to how to function. Because if you do what Leon doing, you may not sleep. See what I'm saying? If you do what Kevin doing, you may not sleep. So we all have to know where we are and able to function within that streamline of our own belief and our own selves. So therefore, we don't get thrown off trying to accomplish what somebody else. And the other thing you got to learn, you're not in a race with anybody. The only race you're in is with yourself. And basically, I say yourself yesterday. Because every day we are learning and growing. That's why, as I always say, we are evolving consciousness. The information you made yesterday is the choices you made yesterday is based on the information you had yesterday. Today, you get new information, so therefore you're going to change the way you think based on where you are. And based on that, the universe keeps changing because you keep changing. If you keep the same mindset, you'll keep seeing the same thing every day. It's like parking at an intersection. All you're going to see is what the intersection have. But if you just leave the intersection and keep going on your journey toward life, keep learning and keep changing, you will see each intersection start changing. And that's what you're going to notice. But if you stay in one place psychologically, park in a location because of this person and the other person, then you're going to be hurting yourself. Because in reality, people are not thinking about you. They are thinking about their own problems. How can I get my TFA money? How can I pay my bills? You see what I'm saying? So they're not maliciously attacking you in no form or fashion. So if you get over that kind of feeling, then you'll make your life much more easier by removing that thing. And see people, sometimes, most of the times, just like a boulder coming at you, and just step out of their way. And don't be the trash can that they could throw the whatever they want at you at. Okay? So that's the psychological part in helping to balance your network. Because each person has their own belief. Okay? And that creates a rubber the wrong way sometimes. So to avoid that, you got to make sure that you're not seeing people as an attacking on you or you attacking on them. But the fact that you are accomplishing your own goals and your own desire that you're striving to accomplish. And if anybody feel that way, apologize for that. Ask them for your forgiveness because you were not intentionally trying to attack them and hurt them in no way. Okay? So that's the psychological part of it, I would say, Kevin. But Min did an awesome job. Kevin, you did an awesome job in sharing the TFA and the process that's going on. So that's definitely, I think we have a good impact of information here for everybody. Okay? So that's my side. Thanks.
Okay, thank you very much indeed for that, Leon. That's fantastic, mate. Just got one more request to cover the rank requirements and market rewards. So I'll go through that if that's all right. Okay, great. Thanks very much for your input there, Leon.
No problem.
Where are we now? Let me just share my screen. I want to get the correct screen on this one. Are we there? Yeah. Okay, guys, I'll just whip through this quickly for you. The user rank requirements. Okay, so when we all joined Daoversal, we're all known as the rank of novice. Okay, now we've got no downline and we've got no lands. We're classed as a novice. Okay, but we're soon able to quickly increase on this and rank up. Okay, so if we get one member on our tier 1 in our tier 1 downline, okay, and we actually purchase a bronze land ourselves, that would enable us to become the expert rank. Okay, let me just roll down here. There is some notes down the side here as well. Okay, so I just want to go through these quickly with you. Okay, to become the rank of elite, you would also need to purchase the iron plot. You would need an active downline in your tier 1 and an active downline in your tiers 2 or 3. Now, what they mean by active downlines, guys, is any of those downlines have to have a bronze land plot or above, and they have to be generating RC tokens, as in daily rewards. Okay, so that's how you are able to rank up within the Daoversal ecosystem. Okay, the quickest and best way of doing that is bronze. Even if it's a minimum 101 land staking, that would be classed as an active member. Okay, so moving on. So don't forget, if you want the elite rank, you would have to purchase an iron land plot, have one active member in your downline tier 1 and one downline in your tier 2 or 3. Okay, and it goes on similar for your master, epic, legendary and mythic. To hit the rank of master, you would need 5 downlines in your tier 1, that's under yourself, and then 10 downlines from tier 2 and 3. You would also be required to purchase the industrial land plot to gain that rank of master. So here's a little notes that you need to be aware of. To achieve the desired rank, the user must have an active downline camp. So like I said, guys, those members in your downline have to be actively generating RC daily rewards through their bronze plots and above. Downlines must own at least bronze land or higher, and at least one of those lands must not be completed. That means that they're generating daily rewards, okay? The user must own or have previously owned all land types corresponding to the rank. Now, what does that mean? That means if you want to claim the amount of tiers down in your generative rewards from master, you will have had to have or own previously elite, expert and novice, which is the bronze, iron and above. Okay, so what does that mean? Let's go down here. If you're a novice, you don't get market rewards. Okay, so what Meng has just explained regarding your generative rewards, your market rewards and so forth, as a novice you wouldn't receive market rewards. This is where ranking up really makes a big difference. Okay, so if you ranked up to the minimum, which is expert, you would be able to claim those on your 3 tiers. So that's tier 1, 2 and 3 and so forth. Elite 6 tiers, master 8 tiers and so forth. Okay, so what does that actually mean? So what market rewards would you get? So your downline tier 1, so that's the person underneath yourself, you would be able to get generative reward ratio of 20%. Okay, tier 2 15%, tier 3 10%, 4, 5 and 6 you'd be able to get 5% generative rewards, and 7 through to 15 you would be able to claim 2% of those generative rewards. Okay, generative rewards is distributed in RC tokens. Your user rank determines your generative reward from how many downline tiers you achieved. Okay, so you've got to be able to rank up before you are able to claim these generative reward tiers. Your downlines must subscribe to bronze land and above. Like I said, guys, you need to have those generating RC tokens in your downline as well as yourself. Okay, so let me stop sharing my screen and come back into the Zoom session. Okay, guys, that brings us to the end of today's overview of all the presentations. There's an absolute plethora of information there covering a really wide range of things. Guys, we simply can't cover everything within this hour and a half. So clearly, if any of you guys have got any questions whatsoever, raise that hand, come on up, ask your questions. We've got some brilliant guys on board that are ready and waiting to answer your questions here and now. So if anybody's got any questions, please go ahead, raise your hands and let's hear it. Let's have a look through the chat room. Sergeant Meng, if you'd like to come on, is there any comments that you'd like to add to this? We've got a comment from Steve Arnett. Would the planets generate the same as land rewards? If you purchase a planet, you have to get members to stake land on that planet in order to claim land tax, a daily land tax. That is explained in the game plan. Okay, so it's slightly different to land rewards. Okay, I haven't had a chance to have a look through the chat box, guys, so if anybody wants to come on and just have a chat about anything while I have a look through. Yeah, okay, Steve, no problem. Sergeant Deborah, are you available? Sergeant Deborah's still here. She was having connection problems.
Yes, I am available.
Okay, there we are, Deborah. I've spotlighted you. Good evening and welcome. How are you? How are you doing?
All right,
Hope you-
that was well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
I am super good. I'm super good, and it's good to be back in the new year.
You're looking fine and dandy in
And
2024.
yeah, and then I'm sure all the minds are well refreshed, and we need to start moving forward, of course. After the short break. So well done to the presentation tonight. I know we have people who were starting the TFAs, which is the AP of the 2000 smaller pack. They started on the 14th of December. So these kinds of presentations are also valuable to them because they're learning a lot.
Yeah.
And then the AP 5K, some of them are moving forward with their very exciting figures. And we've got the 30% already, and we're moving forward. So it's a brighter scope for the ecosystem. And there's also very, very iconic leaders who have even accelerated to their pack Bs, so which is very good. So each individual move accordingly to what is suitable to their needs. As it was mentioned, it's not a competition. We are moving and we are learning in the ecosystem. We need to develop ourselves in the ecosystem. That opportunity is given for everyone. And then whilst we are exploring the TFA in terms of the recovery structure, we also learning how to make new business in the ecosystem utilizing the RC tokens. So that was also demonstrated by Sergeant Meng, as in on the market rewards, which are beneficial to members, and those market rewards are withdrawable from the DU, which is on the Stone Planet, and also the RC, which are exchangeable to the DU, also from the Bronze Land upwards. So everybody can benefit. It's just a matter of accommodating time to grasp knowledge and also to be familiar with the concept in the Daoversal ecosystem. So thank you. And also thank you to Coach Leon. That was very interesting what you shared there. Yeah, very solid. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And thank you for the comment in the chat box. It's highly appreciated that people realize that it's been extremely hard work putting all this together. There is a lot of information. Nobody knows everything. We're all human at the end of the day. But what we can say is that over this Christmas period, there's been a heck of a lot of activity where members of the Bureau, leaders from around the world, team leaders, trainers and so forth have been putting their heads together and saying, right, how can we best present all this information in a clearer way, in a better way, where we're more precise, where we can pinpoint areas that people want to know. And like I say, we're coming up with a fantastic schedule over the next few days, which we will be able to share with you guys, where we can all start to look at it in a more precise way. There's a lot of information, guys, but we've got a fantastic platform here. A lot of members look at it and say, oh my God, it's a lot of information, I can't take it in, but that's absolutely fine. And we do understand that. That's what we're here for. We're here to understand it that little bit easier and allow to present it to you guys in a better format. And I've got to admit, guys, I work with some of the best. I really do. Sergeant Deborah, Coach Leon, Sergeant Meng, all the team leaders and trainers around that have been working over Christmas. I've got to admit, guys, they haven't stopped. They really haven't stopped. Why? Because we want to present the best to you. So, like I said, you're not lost, you're not left behind. We are getting there. There's a lot of information to come on board. And like I say, there's no stopping Daoversal. Daoversal are go, go, go. And we're keeping up with them as well. So please be patient. If you've got questions, come to us, come to the groups, put your hand up in here. This is what we're here for. We're going to be coming in every Sunday. Okay. We're going to be doing these every week. All right. We're going to be looking at the bigger picture of the whole ecosystem. But in the week, we're going to be getting that schedule so that we can offer those individual sections of, like I said, land. You know, there's going to be specialists that just focus on land plots. There's going to be specialists that just focus on back office training. And should you want to go to those training sessions, you'll get that opportunity. We'll be able to share that with you. Okay. So I'm just checking. We've got a Clarence Hubbard. Would you like to unmute, Clarence? Good evening. Hi there.
Hello. Yes. Good afternoon.
Hi.
Well, this has probably been my second Zoom. I'm out of Hyperverse. This is an outstanding opportunity. However, I've had some issues getting into the system. I think my issue was what you mentioned earlier was hyper community, as well as I came in the Daoversal system, and when I did, it just showed my assets is zero, and that's not the case because I had I think about 1.5 in my Hyperverse rewards prior to them going out and you all coming on board. So I think I sent a letter to support. I did send it to support, but I haven't gotten a reaction, and it's been a month ago, and I've been busy with so many other things. But I just happened to get on this presentation today, which is outstanding, and this is a great opportunity to get my questions answered and find out what's the next step. And it sounds as if you're saying that I may need to go back into hyper community. Is that correct? And start over there, or what?
Okay. Did you say you're Hyperverse or Hypernation or both?
Hyperverse.
Hyperverse. Did you go into Hypernation as well?
I did, but I had an NFT and all of that, but I just didn't. After I lost interest after Hyper had went sideways.
Okay.
I
It
kind of
sounds
just moved.
It sounds to me as though you may be logging in with your other account, because Hyper Community will allow you to access your Hyperverse or your Hypernation account, depending on how you log in. So what you need to do is go through the process of your Hyperverse account, because you should be able to see your assets in Hyper Community. You've not migrated them over to Daoversal yet then?
No, I haven't. And I prior to my logging in and not seeing them, I logged in and I did see them. I'm like, okay, everything is still there. Well, I went on to do other things, and then upon talking to Jamar, he had encouraged me to, hey, you really need to look at this thing. And so at that point I did, and I followed per instructions. And when I got over there, I think it just kept showing zero assets. And I said, well, this can't be right. And my patience just, I just couldn't deal with it, and I just moved on. But I'm glad I got on this call because it'll just, give me the reassurance to, move forward with it.
Okay, it definitely sounds to me as though you might be logging into your other account, and that's why you're seeing zero. Because if you haven't migrated them to Daoversal, they should still be in there. Now, I'm just going to consult with Private Buddykins, see if she's got any links or anything. Are you in the Telegram groups or anything where we can send you some information on how to access your Hyperverse Hyper Community account so you can see those assets?
No, I'm not, but I'm looking in the chat as we speak. Mr. Show, watch the replay.
See, we've got a process to follow, and it's quite a list. So I want to try and find out how we can send you that.
Well, do you need my email or something?
Okay, can you see the chat group? Yeah, the chat box.
Yes, I see the chat
Okay.
box.
Okay, Private Buddykins is going to send you something in the chat box, and hopefully that should help you. Okay.
Okay, all right. Thank you so kindly.
Definitely sounds like that though, because if you've seen your assets in there once, then they will still be there. They don't disappear. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's just a case of making sure that you're logging into the right account. Once you do that, then you can come back to us and take the next step of moving them to Daoversal and so forth. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Is this View Bureau H headquarters hyper tutorials? What he just put in?
Yeah.
I'll copy that link. Okay.
That's right.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go there and I'll
Can
start from there.
Can I
And
ask
I'll stay plugged
how
in.
did you sorry, can I ask how did you find out about the Zoom? Because we want to be able to keep communication up with you so that you don't lose it again. We want to
Well,
you know.
I'm
Go ahead.
still in the same chat that I was with my team in Hyperverse. We still have a open chat. So I've been seeing a lot of the Jamar he blasted it all over social media every day. So I see them. A lot of times I'm on the move. And today I was just at Lib to get in, and I said, let me go over here and see what's happening. And of course, I can always go on Jamar's page and, find quite a few things. I think he's pushing about 100 opportunities.
Yeah, believe me, we've had plenty of people in a very similar situation as yourself that are actually actively using the TFA program now and receiving their pending rewards. So there's good luck. Looking forward to getting you on board, sir.
All right. Thank you kindly, sir. It was a pleasure.
No problem. Good luck. And please do come again next week. Okay. Let us know how you get on.
I'll be back and I'll try to bring some of my comrades as well, a lot of them.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, guys. Let me just okay, we've got a J.R. Banks. J.R. Banks, would you like to unmute?
Thank you much. How's everybody? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, sir. How are you?
Good. I'm coming from Hyperverse, like most everybody on this. My question is, I came in real early in the beginning, and of course, I didn't do it right. Where a lot of my people are not following me.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any way to send something to support to change the upline connection? Because I'm a Daoversal user, so I'm just trying to see if there's any way to do that.
Okay, I'm quite certain on this answer, but I'm going to request that answer from our Bureau colleague, Sergeant Meng. Sergeant Meng, are you available? Has he lost signal? He has, yeah, I think he's gone. Okay. Yeah, currently, unfortunately, I don't think that's possible, sir. Are you a regular member of our Telegram or Discord groups?
Yes.
Okay. All I can say at the moment is, should that be an opportunity in the future, we will be contacting members to let them know. But currently, I don't think that's possible. Okay.
And my other question was, anybody I bring in that wasn't Hyperverse or Hypernation, and I bring them in under my, referral link, right? In that sense, if they purchase land, does that also fall under the tier and it follows through to giving me some RC or I guess not RC or giving me in other words how you guys were doing the training today, and you know if you had a team under you, does that team have to be Hyperverse? That's my question.
No,
Does it
no,
have
it
to be
doesn't
a
have to be.
Hyperverse user? Does it have to be a Hyperverse user?
No. As
Okay,
long as they
all
use as long as they use your invite code from Daoversal, then you will get, rewards from their activity below you.
Wonderful, because yeah, I just start building a new team, also. So, all right,
No,
good.
sure, you can add to that team by all means, absolutely, yeah.
Well, thanks for your training. I'll be on every once in a while when I can make it, and I follow you guys every once in a while, and I really appreciate it. Keep up the good work. Thank you.
No problem, thank you, and Happy New Year for 2024. Thank you.
Oh yeah, it's here.
Okay, lower hand. Any more? Any more raised hands? Wonderful evening, wonderful questions. Absolutely perfect questions, because there's no silly questions in Daoversal or the Bureau of Forefront, because we all learn from each other. And what I love about this is one question is teaching currently 39 participants in Zoom and however many on YouTube as well, because we're streaming to YouTube. So how can we get the recording? Okay, guys, at the end of this meeting, when we close the meeting down, the YouTube channel, the Bureau of Forefront YouTube channel, there will be a recording of this when the meeting closes. It just has to render. It takes about 5 minutes to render. It will have subtitles so that the meeting will be available to any country and any language. As long as the subtitles have turned on, the language will be in the country of residence. Great to see new people here and more engagement. Absolutely. This is the way we want it, guys. 2024 is a new start for us all. We've took a really big look at everything that we're doing within the Bureau, within the Daoversal ecosystem, and we've been working together, putting our heads together, and quite rightly so, like Coach Leon said, we've all got different ways of working. We've all got different approaches to being successful within this ecosystem. But if we all put our heads together and we all give our own little bits to each other, we all become successful. We all get that end result that we are looking for. Okay, so the more the merrier. Absolutely more members. I want next week to be 50% more. Okay, it's brilliant what was his name? Clarence, I think, said. Next week, I'm going to bring some of my colleagues with me. That's exactly what we want. Because what they do, they spread the word as well. Success is based on sharing, caring and sharing. That's why we're here Sunday night, guys. We're here to help you guys, and we want you guys to help your friends and relatives as well. Now, let me just bring my chat box up. I can see some activity, and I want to see if there's anything we can help with here. So as we are only allowed to subscribe once for pack A and B, does that mean if they don't introduce other medium sized, we will lose the pending rewards that are less than 50k? Okay, I'm going to say no, because I'm quietly confident that Daoversal deliver. It's as simple as that, guys. Yeah. If you want a precise answer on how and when, I'm sorry, I can't give that. But what I can say is Daoversal deliver. Okay, they're not leaving anybody behind. They started with the 2K pack on, I can't remember whether it's 14th or 15th of December. And that was a fantastic step forward to prove that Daoversal are actively engaging with what the community want. Now, this is the next step, guys. Private Buddykins, can you post the Dao Voice Telegram link in the chat box? Because this is an important step, guys. Okay, Daoversal need your voice. Okay, anything that you want, please speak in that channel. Sarah's put it in there. Private Buddykins has put a Telegram group in the chat box. That's called Dow Voice. It's a Telegram channel that goes direct to Daoversal. Okay. Now, from time to time, they will ask questions in there, like polls, right? They will ask for your opinion. And I tell you what, guys, that is powerful. Okay. What works in there, Daoversal act on. Okay, this was demonstrated over the Christmas period. They put a poll out, and whoever votes, and don't forget, guys, there's a 50 DU airdrop active again. Okay, so by taking in and being actively engaging in the conversation within that channel, you could win 50 DU as well. So it's a win-win from Daoversal. Okay, so let's not lose hope just because it's not here today. It's our responsibility. It's mine, it's yours, it's theirs. Responsibility to get that message to Daoversal and say, yes, this is what we need, guys. Let's work for a result for all members. We can do it, guys. We can do it. Absolutely. 100 best way, the best way for members to raise their opinion. Sergeant Deborah, absolutely 100%. Join the Dow Voice community. That's the way that we get the message out there, guys. Yeah. And this is what we say. We're a powerful force, guys. We are the members that Daoversal require. So if you have a concern, if you have a request, let's hear your voice, guys. Bring it here in the Zoom, but don't forget, put it in the Daoversal voice, Dow Voice as well. Okay, we have a Daoversal is definitely listening to us. 100% Winnie. Oh, welcome, Winnie. You made it. Excellent. We've got a question coming over from our YouTube channel, Private Buddykins. Okay. Hello, sir. Tell me, if I just bought myself an Iron Land without any downlines, does it make a difference on daily rewards? I'm just trying to work out what that means. Tell me, if I just bought myself an Iron Land without any downline, does it make a difference on daily rewards? No, you'll get exactly the same daily rewards based on the unique release rate that Sergeant Meng went through. So day 1 to 10, let me just quickly share this with you. Just bear with us, guys. Let me get the page up and then I'll share the screen to show you the unique release rate that we're looking at. We like to be able to help our viewers as much as possible. So just bear with me. Okay, share the screen, go over to there. Right, Sarah, can you see? Okay, so this is the rate that you'll receive your daily rewards. From day 1 to 10, you'll have 1.5% of your staking amount, depending on how much you staked on that iron planet. Okay, so you'll get 1.5% for day 1 to 10, 1.2% from day 11 to 30, 0.8% 31 to 60, and 0.4% from day 61 onwards. Okay, so no, not having a downline doesn't make any difference to your daily reward. Okay, hopefully that's answered your question. And thanks for the question. Clarence, this appears to be a very solid and concrete opportunity. Awesome footage. Clarence, we are what we make it, sir. Okay, and this isn't just about the presenters and the leaders. This is about the members, the viewers, the people that turn up to these presentations. This is the power that we're looking at today. Okay. May I have the replay link, please? This is a blessing. Okay, Eric. Yep. Private Buddykins is posting that into you now, and it'll be able to be replayed once we've stopped streaming. Okay, because we're still streaming live to YouTube at the moment. Winnie's put, it will help speed up TFA by 10% of daily land rewards. Yeah, of course, there's that bit of it. Yeah. Okay, and we have a raised hand from, oh, it's Leon. Leon, you should be able to do it. Have you not co-host?
No, I logged out and logged back in, so it take me off. Uh,
Ah,
also,
okay,
also, you get it's all the way to 3x. All the numbers are is gonna go until you get 3x back. Also,
sure. Yeah,
yeah, that's so you get that part of the process. And with a team, it's wise to build a team to match it because that's gonna give you everything you need to speed up your whole process, your staking and your reward for your TFA package. That's all I like to add, Kevin.
sorry, Leon. Can you go through that again, sir? I got distracted. There was a problem in the back office here.
Oh, sorry. I'm saying that one thing that was out there that it's going to be going all the way to 3x. But if you
Yeah,
need the process of 3x to speed up, it would be recommended to put a team together to help speed it up. Because to speed up your staking and to speed up your TFA. So it's both part. The game plan for Daoversal and the Hypernation, Hyperverse TFA package that we get also speed us up. So you get both rewards in it. That's about it, Kevin. Thanks.
building team is so powerful. It's unbelievable, and this is what we're here for. We're here to share our experiences with our viewers. Absolutely. Thanks for that input, Leon. Cheers. Okay, guys, has anybody else got any questions? It's approaching past. We'll give it 5 minutes and then we'll call the meeting to an end. If anybody has any more questions, please raise your hand. Replay link. Oh, sorry, I've answered that one. Yeah, it's down there. It will speed up. Yeah, we've answered that one. Okay, I think we've done a cracking job between ourselves. It's been a wonderful evening. Give it a couple of minutes, make sure everybody's happy with this evening's presentation. We've gone over a lot. Don't forget, guys, keep engaged in the groups within the week. Sunday evening Zoom's important. People learn a lot from the overall aspect of what we've got here, but the more detailed Zooms are yet to come. Okay, so if you have a specific area that you would like to focus on, then keep an eye on the groups, because we will be helping to promote those training sessions as we get to find out about them. And believe me, guys, there's plenty of fantastic trainers and team leaders working behind the scenes, getting that organized as we speak. Okay, I was hoping to be able to share with you some of next week's training, but I've had nothing back yet. This is what they're organising now. But please stay plugged into the groups, because there's plenty of information on its way. And hopefully we'll all get great rewards from following that and taking what is required. Like I say, some people have a brilliant understanding of some areas of the platform, but other areas might be a bit sketchy. You know, we don't learn all the same way. Sometimes we're a little bit grey and a little bit, confused about certain areas. It doesn't matter, guys. Let us know and we'll focus on what it is that you need, okay? No teasers for next week. For next Sunday, we'll be going over exactly what we've gone over today, but with additions of what we're learning along the way. Because don't forget, guys, there's a lot more coming our way. What have we got? What have we just reintroduced? The 5% on the deposits into the Daoversal platform. They've just reintroduced that for 2 weeks, I believe. I think that's open until the 15th. What else is there? There's the land reassessment bonanza, where if you reassess on anybody's land plots, on your land plots, you will be in with the possibility of a share of that reward, that monthly reward. So look into that on the groups, guys. I haven't got the information with me at the moment, but look into the land reassessment bonanza. It's in your back office, so click on that banner and have a look at it. That's available until it's 15th, isn't it? Yeah, that's available till the 15th.
What, the bonanza?
Yeah,
I think that's
21st, is it? Yeah. So there's plenty of things going on, guys, and as they release things, we'll be adding to it. We have got another metaversation for the Great Nations on its way, and I do believe that is next Saturday. So again, guys, keep your eyes on the groups. We've got a lot of stuff coming up. Can you buy land with your TFA rewards? Now, that's a perfect question, because you can, once they start releasing after the 30%, because what you can do then is when you can withdraw it from your TFA into your rewards account, you will be able to purchase land with that, no problem. Okay, what you can't do is purchase land with your DC credits. It's got to go through the TFA process in order to get those release rewards. So yes, in the long term, you could use a TFA program, get those rewards, and then purchase land. Perfect question. Absolutely. In fact, that is what I am doing at the moment, because building on your bronze plot is a perfect way of building a little empire within Daoversal. If you buy a minimum amount, 101 in a bronze plot, okay, as it releases its daily rewards, you can put them back on and build up that plot to a bigger daily reward. Thanks for the valuable training. It's our absolute pleasure. The Bureau of Forefront, all the members, the trainers, and the great leaders worldwide that are helping us. This is what we do, guys. We want you to be successful, and we want you to be happy and get those pending rewards that we've all been waiting for, what is it now? 18 months, 2 years? We've got a solution here, guys, and this is what we want to share with you. Right, we've got to 8:30 UK time. We've had an hour and a half. There's no more raised hands. Sergeant Deborah, if you're still in the room and available, we're going to unmute and give us a couple of last words before we close the meeting.
All right, just my last words. It's a very, very positive start in the new year 2024.
Okay, we're having video problems, Deborah. I think you've got connection problems there. You're locking up.
The ecosystem, and then Daoversal will also launch new products, which we are looking very soon. Are you able to pick up my speech?
Yeah, Deborah, if you want to keep your video turned off and just use audio, maybe that might help.
Can you hear me now?
That's perfect. Without your video, that's fine, yeah?
Okay, all right, I see.
Perfect.
So I was saying we are looking forward to
No, I'm sorry, Deborah. It's still breaking up terribly at this end.
in the new as Daoversal, we call the next one coming up is MySpace. Much to explore. Okay.
Okay, I'm really sorry about that, Sergeant Deborah. I'm bad communication problems from you there at that end. So maybe if you want to put something in the chat box, that might be okay. Now, have we got Sergeant Meng? I think has gone. Okay, Coach Leon, would you like to have a few last words before we call the meeting to an end?
Sure. Mostly what I'd like to say is we are in 2024. A lot of opportunities is coming our way. Like that, Sergeant Deborah tried to explain just now. There's a lot of opportunity rolling out. We got MySpace is rolling out. We got the Daoversal coin is coming out, and and we got hopefully we get the upgrade on the platform where we can start mining on the platform as we finish the process of RC coins minting. So that's what every time we stake on the platform, that's what we're doing right now. We minting RC coins. And that's the next level, is to use those coins to build things and buy things. See the next level in the process. So so that's what I have to say, basically, and the fact that we are the primary asset in this process. So you learning more about how your emotional state and how to respond to everything that's happening is what it's all about. Because productivity is you learning about you and how you grow and how you respond to information and other people, how to see things. So in the 2024, try to learn more about yourself, because the greatest knowledge in life is to know thyself, not others. It's to know yourself, how you respond, what makes you tick. You know, somebody step on your toe, you're gonna punch them, you're gonna hug them. What are you gonna do? You know what I mean? That's the program you got running that tells you that. If you understand that program, you understand how to respond in life, and that's maturity. Thanks, guys.
Okay, Coach Leon, lovely. Thank you very much for your input there, and thank you for all the great comments in the chat room. Don't forget, guys, every Sunday evening, 7 p.m. UK time. It's been an absolute pleasure hosting this training session this evening, the first of 2024. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you're looking forward to plenty more in the weeks coming ahead. Stay tuned to Telegram, Discord groups, and we'll post all the new training sessions as they come available to us. Okay, you take care. Have fun, stay safe, and hope to see you soon.